No bars, no reply. Still talking. Talking to towers that don't talk back. Signal buried under concrete stacks. Mouth full of words to red line flat. Every thought send out comes stamped abstract. Screens light up but they never listen. Echo chambers built like prisons. I broadcast pain in the packet of facts, but silence answers and the dance is fast. Dead zones don't echo. Dead zones don't echo. Dead zones don't care. You can scream at the system. Don't echo. Dead zones don't echo. Sound dies in the air. Every truth I transmit hits a wall and disappears. Every truth I transmit hits a wall and disappears. Algorithm shrug when I raise my voice.
Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog here from Banner Rider. First of all, thank you very much to Expo Moto in Málaga, the new dealer for QJMOTOR, Corvette, Macbor and Sim. Thank you very much to Expo Moto in Málaga for this test ride. And today we have the pleasure here. I can show you the new QJMOTOR FORT 125N GT. It has actually 15 horsepower, so the full range of what is possible in this class is we have here actually. It is pretty nice. No, it is not pretty nice. It is very, very good. I'm very impressed with it, how it rides, what all the features are. I will tell you later, of course, when we ride on it. But I can tell you already, just go and buy it. It's 3,999 plus 300 on the road here in Spain. It is absolutely fantastic. We have an electric windscreen. We have full ABS. We have TCS. I don't know what else to say. It is really, really nice. We have very good storage space underneath the seats. Very important for a scooter. Here we go. We have the controls, the display and the storage space now. So on the left hand side of the handlebar we have the brake lever, adjustable in 5 positions. For the rear disc brake we have a switch here for your index finger for the light. We have the low beam, we have the high beam, and we have passing light if you pull it towards you. We have some buttons here for the display. We have select and enter. Unfortunately, we do not have a back button. That always causes a little bit of problems, for me at least, if I don't have a back button. Then we have the dedicated switch here for the electric windscreen. I will just show it to you what the range is. I think I have it fully up now. I put it down and fully up. I think that is a very, very nice range actually. And then we have here the button for the turn signal, and we have the horn button here. On the right hand side we have the throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake, and it is also adjustable in 5 positions. We have a switch here, a multi-function switch with a lot of functions actually inside. We have the start stop, the idling stop here. We have the starter button here, and if you quickly push it upwards we can go. It has 2 modes, mode P0 and P1, and as you can see here on the display, and it's a little boost mode, and it is actually pretty nice, and you get a little bit of more power with it. And yeah, that's what it is. As I said, the starter button, and down below we have the hazard light switch. In the middle we have the middle console. Also, all of the elements here, they leave a very good impression. Nothing is, nothing is rattling or anything. It feels very good, sturdy plastic. Oh yeah, and all of the plastics, they feel good. Okay, this here, this piano lacquer or whatever you call it, I don't like it because I think it scratches easily. Other than that, all of the plastics leave a very good impression to me here. We have this starter switch. You can also actually insert a key here. If you can see here, a physical key, you get extra. Of course, you have all the normal function here, open, close, and so on. We have the fuel cap to open up, and the seat here. That's everything here in the middle. Yes, then we have the 7-inch color TFT display. At the moment you see a little bar going down and up, but you don't see that in real life. This is only because of my camera. Anyways, it is very crisp and clear. It looks good. We have two different display schemes. We see everything on the display here. We have a clock here. We have all the indicator lights on top. In this display we can see the speedometer, the RPM counter. Then we have coolant temperature there. We have the fuel level on the right hand side. We also have a tire pressure monitoring system which you can see front and rear with temperature and the pressure. And also we have a display here of the voltage of the battery. We have a display here of the temperature of the coolant, and we have a trip display and a total mileage. I can switch it with the select button here, total and trip. That's everything for the display. Well, actually there's more. If I press on the enter button, we have, for just a second, I have to change the language. So let's go back in there in English. Press the ones, then we have interface, clock, backlit, unit set, language, Bluetooth, pressure, TCS, fault message. I have to read it quickly because the display will switch back automatically. We can go in there and change all the units and stuff like that. Also, this is a very, very nice display. You can mirror your smartphone, so you can also use navigation like Google Maps, and you can basically mirror any of the apps that you have on the phone. I don't know if it will actually show anything because of safety measures, but that's what the dealer said. You know, that also any other apps, since it is a mirroring display. Anyways, that is the display. Now let's get to the storage space here on this QJMOTOR 125 scooter. We have one cubby hole in the front, which is this one. We actually have a USB connection in there with USB-C and regular USB, and it goes a little bit deeper inside, so maybe 3 of my hands will fit in there, maybe some smaller gloves will fit in there. On the right hand side we don't have anything. I will show you the under seat storage compartment now. So this is what it looks like when the seat is open. Basically we have a spring adjustment here, so we have one position. Yeah, we only have this position, one position, no other position here. We have a fairly big sized under seat storage. I can fit 2 of my helmets. I have a full faced helmet, or yeah, full face it's called, I think. I can fit one here in the front or in the rear. But I have to tell you, it's a smaller full-faced helmet, so if yours is bigger it will not fit. Then I guess only one and a jet helmet will fit, but in my case 2 actually would fit. That's really good. It's not as big as a X-Max or Forza, but almost. It's getting very close, and I like it very much that we have quite a price difference actually, you know, to the brand names here. So we also have a fairly big courtesy light here, and we have another compartment in here, also like the Forza, I think. You can put your tools in here, which are in here already, and we have these dividers in there. I think you get 2 dividers, pretty nice. We have the prep here basically for the top box, but we do not get a top box. You would have to buy that separately, but at least you already have this, which also usually costs like 50 euro extra or so. So pretty nice. It is very, very nicely equipped. I like it very much, and I also like it very much while riding it. So yeah, let's get on the scooter and let's go for a ride here. So this is the QJMOTOR FORT 125N GT 2025 or 2026. I am not 100% sure, but I'm sure nothing has changed for this year. So let's get on the road with the QJMOTOR FORT 125. So we're on the QJMOTOR FORT 125. The seat, I think the measurement says 780, but it feels fairly high. It has to be high because we can fit basically two full face helmets underneath the seat. I can still, front of my feet, I can still reach the ground. I am 175, 5'9", but it is a little bit higher. Probably I would say on par with the X-Maxes and with the Forzas. So it's not really that low as the measurement 780 might suggest. Let's start it up here. We have to press one of the brake levers, and as I said, the screen is in the highest position now. We can lower it and raise it very easily with this dedicated button right here. I put it in P1. I don't know, they say P1 is the boost mode. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but I have to trust my dealer in order to make the little 0 to 100. Of course, it will probably be better to make a 0 to 80 with the 125 scooters. Anyways, enough talk, let's go. From sitting on it, this seat seems to be very comfortable. It also leaves a very good impression when you touch it or when you look at it. It looks fairly high class, although I mean it's all this kind of plastic material, you know, but it still looks good. It doesn't look cheap, and the whole scooter in itself actually does not look cheap. Well, it is not cheap, but it is still cheaper than the competition, I would say. We have a price of around about 4,000 euro plus 300 on the road, and yeah, maybe on par. I'm not sure about the actual prices of the Yamaha NMAX, for example, but you cannot really compare it because this one is a GT scooter. I would say GT because it has a lot more space underneath the seat. The NMAX only has room for one helmet. This one here 2 or 1.5, depending on, you know, how big your head is, of course. So it is a little bit bigger, this scooter, but it has a very good price. The display is very, very nice. I would say actually nicer than, like, if I compare it to Yamaha now. They have a TFT display as well in Yamaha, the NMAX and the other ones, but it's not as big. And I mean, if you put screen mirroring on this one here for your phone, you have I think the full extent of the display you can actually use for navigation, for a map. But with the other ones, you know, it's either the map is very small, like with the Yamaha, or it is not available at all. Maybe with Honda, we have a 5-inch TFT with Honda and the turn-by-turn navigation. So yeah, there's still differences. Of course, you get the name brand, you know. This is, well, QJMOTOR now also a name brand because it's been on the market for a few years already. Not the scooter, but the brand name. And go. Stop. Yeah, so this one has the full 15 horsepower. I just noticed while I was going down the hill here that we have a kind of an RPM limiter in there. Some have it, maybe some I don't notice it. With this one I did notice, maybe at around, what was it, 9.6, 9.7 or something like that. I think it regulates, actually it limits the RPM, so that is the maximum you can do. And I mean, of course it's good, you know, to save the engine from damage or from harming it. We have I have the full throttle here now. We're going up a steep incline. I just want to tell you, full throttle, and we're going to drop pretty soon, I think. Yeah, we're going to drop now because it's getting steeper and steeper. I still have full throttle. I just want to show you how it acts and reacts here on a steep incline. Still full throttle. And yeah, to be honest, I don't really think that I noticed the difference, you know, to all the other scooters which have less than 15 horsepower. Maybe also because this one is a little bit heavier. It weighs 160 kilos, I don't know. But that would still actually also be part of it, I would say. I have to reduce the throttle now. Oh, this is police behind me, actually. They're behind me. I guess they're waiting to make that I make a bad move. But I should be actually on the right lane. Actually, the truck should be in the right lane, but I don't want to pass them now. I will pass them now with my 125. Yeah, we can go 100. We're not going to pass the 100 here anyways, but the truck definitely should not be in the middle lane. But we have full throttle again. And yeah, it rides very nice here on the highway at the maximum speed. Very, very nicely, very safe and secure. No bunny hopping from the front tire or anything like that. Very stable and planted. The windscreen is also very nice. I have it now in the upmost position. Let's put it down. And of course the wind will be a lot higher. I put it back up. I have to be careful. There's a speed trap up ahead here, or behind me already now, but we're still in the range, no problem. Anyways, yeah, this is nice. If actually, although maybe you won't be using it for traveling, a 125 scooter, but you could, you know, put a top box in the rear. You have enough space underneath the seat. Put up the windscreen. It feels nice. It is pretty nice. And as I said, the quality I think is on par actually with the other brand names. And yeah, all in all, a very, very nice package for that price, I would say. If I had the choice, to be honest, for example, Yamaha NMAX and this one, they might actually be a similar price now. I guess I would take this one. This has more options. This looks nicer, well, to my taste. And all in all, it's just a better deal, the QJMOTOR, than the brand name at the moment. The very, very big advantage of this one is now, I mean, we have 15 horsepower. Okay, maybe we don't notice it that much. We have a fairly high torque of this one as well. We have everything. We have ABS, front, rear, we have TCS. We have the electric windscreen. I don't think you actually have that with the NMAX, for example, if we compare it to the NMAX now. But the NMAX is not really a GT scooter. Okay, if we compare it to the Forza, yeah, it has a windscreen as well. But the display is much more versatile on this one, I would say. And okay, on the Forza, the under seat storage is a teeny tiny bit bigger maybe, but we still fit two full-face helmets here, as I told you. So all in all, it's almost as good as the other ones, or maybe even better, for a very, very good price. 6 years of warranty, 1 year of free insurance here in Spain. That is absolutely mind-boggling. I don't know if you say that. And pretty crazy. So I can highly recommend this QJMOTOR for you. I can highly recommend it to you. Very nice scooter. Yeah, that's everything. Once again, thanks very much to Expo Moto in Malaga here for this test ride. They are the official authorized dealer of QJMOTOR, of Sim, of Kove, and of Mag Bohr. Thanks very much to Expo Moto in Malaga. This is my test ride here of the QJMOTOR 125 Ford 125 N GT. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye bye.
Cruising down the coast, sun on my face, on a brand new ride, taking my place. From scooters to beasts, every mile's a test. I push the limits, give you my